Good evening, everyone. I would like to call the August 8th, 2024 regular meeting of the Moraine City Council to order at 6 o'clock. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen?
Here.
Mr. Miller?
Here.
Mr. Doherty?
Here.
Ms. Marcus? Mr. Burchett?
Here.
Mrs. Witt? Here. Mayor Murphy?
Here. Mrs. Marcus is on her way. She's running.
I'd
late.
like to make a motion to excuse her.
Why? I said,
Well,
Until she gets here.
until she gets here.
Okay.
roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt? Yes. Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes. Now, if everyone would like to join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Council has copies of the July 25th, 2024 regular council meeting minutes. Does anyone have any changes or corrections? Hearing none, the minutes are approved as submitted. Now we are going to go into special presentations, oath of office.
We're very excited to have Andrew join our family here. Andrew graduated from West Carrollton High School, Go Pirates. He was a big part of the band there. He still helps with the marching band there. He's been getting off work the last couple weeks and going back over to the school and helping them with the marching band stuff. He just graduated from the police academy. He just turned 21. He was the youngest one in his police academy, won awards while he was there. But he is obviously wise beyond his years, and we're very glad that he's here. So please welcome Andrew.
Yeah. Please lose it. And now we will go into reports. Finance Committee, anything to report?
No report, thank you.
Acting Finance Director, anything to report?
I have nothing, thank you.
Committee of the Whole, anything to report?
Just that our last meeting was on July 25th, and there will be a meeting following this meeting. All right, thank you.
City Manager, anything to report?
I have nothing beyond the written report, Mayor. Thank you.
Law Director, anything to report?
I just have one item, Mayor. That's a request for an executive session for matters pertaining to compensation in terms of employment of a public employee to occur immediately after the guest speakers portion of this agenda with possible business to follow.
I make a motion, we have the executive session as outlined by the law director.
Okay, and is there any questions? Nope. Roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes,
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Darty?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes. Okay, we're good. We'll do the mayor's report. For the month of June, this is for the mayor's court report. For the month of June 2024, the gross revenues for mayor's court was $18,924 after various expenses and disbursements. A total of $14,767 was deposited into the general fund. I have nothing else to add to. Oh, we have guest speakers. Is there anybody that wants to talk? No? Then we will now adjourn into executive session at 6:06. Don't have
on.
Okay. Now we will reconvene this regular city council meeting at 6:15.
Mayor, I would make a request to add Resolution 8063-24 to the agenda, which is a resolution approving an agreement in accordance with Article 7, Section 6F of the collective bargaining agreement between the City of Moraine, Ohio, and the Moraine Professional Firefighters Association, IAFF, Local 2981.
I'll make a motion that we add the resolution according to what the law director quoted.
You've heard the motion, or is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes,
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes. Now we will go into business.
Ordinance 2162-24, an ordinance approving and adopting the comprehensive land use plan for the City of Moraine, 2024 to 2044, and amending chapters 1101 and 1105 of the Moraine Codified Ordinances with respect thereto.
This ordinance allows for the adoption of the Moraine Comprehensive Land Use Plan, which was presented by American Structure Point to the City Council in a public hearing on July 11th. This will replace the city's current plan, which was enacted in 1995. This is on for a second and final reading tonight. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
yes,
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Ordinance 2163-24, an ordinance approving a zoning district modification for city lots 4261 and 4262, and located at 4305 Soldiers Home, West Carrollton Road, within the city of Moraine, from C Conservation Zoning District to R2 Single Family Residential Zoning District.
This ordinance approves the rezoning of 4305 Soldiers Home, West Carrollton Road. This item was approved by the Planning Commission after a public hearing on May 21st. A public hearing was also held before City Council on July 11th with no objections. This is on for the second and final reading. I'll make a motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
yes,
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Ordinance 2164-24, an ordinance approving amendment of Section 5.9 military leave of the city's personnel policy manual.
This ordinance authorizes an update to the city military leave policy as outlined in the city's personnel manual. This allows for the policy to be outlined more clearly and with better detailed language. This is on for the second and final reading. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
yes,
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Resolution 8060-24, a resolution authorizing the city of Moraine to accept the proposal of Jeff Schmidt Auto Group for the purchase of one new 2024 Chevrolet Silverado truck for use by the Building and Maintenance Department at a price of $60,000.
This resolution approves the purchase of a Chevy Silverado truck for use by the Building and Maintenance Department. This will replace a 24-year-old vehicle that is a budgeted item with the cost to be paid from the Capital Improvement Fund. Motion to approve?
You've heard the motion. Any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
yes,
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Resolution 8061-24, a resolution to repeal Resolution Number 8047-24, adopted May 9th, 2024, and replacing said Resolution Number 8047-24 with the present resolution authorizing the city manager to accept the quote of Tim Lawley Chevrolet, Inc. for the purchase of one new vehicle for use by the police division to replace a damaged and totaled police cruiser at a state bid price of $65,235.50.
this resolution repeals Resolution 8047-24 and allows for the purchase of a new vehicle for use by the police division at a total price of $65,235.50. This purchase will replace a police vehicle that was damaged by a drunk driver in a traffic crash and will be paid from the Capital Improvement Fund and the Insurance Reserve Fund. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Resolution 8062-24, a resolution declaring the items listed on the attached 2024 list to be surplus and no longer needed for municipal purposes and authorizing the city manager to dispose of such items through GovDeals auction or donation to a nonprofit organization or through a trade-in program.
This resolution allows for the attached listed items to be declared no longer usable by the city, and the items will be disposed of through auction, donation, or a trade-in program. Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes.
Resolution 8063-24, a resolution approving an agreement in accordance with Article 7, Section 6F of the collective bargaining agreement between the City of Moraine, Ohio, and the Moraine Professional Firefighters Association, IAFF Local 2981.
Motion to approve.
You've heard the motion. Is there any questions or comments? Call, please.
Ms. Marcus?
Yes.
Mr. Burchett?
Yes.
Mrs. Witt?
Yes.
Mr. Miller?
Yes.
Mr. Doherty?
Yes.
Mrs. Allen?
Yes.
Mayor Murphy?
Yes. And there's no persons appearing before council again. And then we'll go into any other business. Fire Department, anything to report?
Nothing to report, ma'am. Thank you.
Police Department, anything to report?
Would like to thank everyone that could make it for coming out to National Night Out. I thought it was a great event. Appreciate everyone braving the heat, coming out and spending the evening with us. It was fun for us also. Want to thank all the departments. We couldn't do it without the entire city staff to help us pull it off, so I appreciate everyone's help. Thank you for the resolution for the truck also. That's all I have.
Building and Maintenance Department, anything to report?
All I have is thank you guys for the resolution for the pickup truck.
Street Departments, anything to report?
No report, ma'am. Thank you.
Parks and Recreation Director, anything to report?
Yes, I don't know if anybody was on Facebook today, but our master park plan survey is out. So hopefully we're going to get it out everywhere. It's going to be in the buildings. We're going to put them in the parks, the QR code. If anybody's out there, make sure you scan the QR code. It'll take you right to the survey. And then with that, there will be an open house at the rec center in meeting room A on August 28th from 6 to 8. This is the opportunity for the citizens to come in and tell us what they want, tell Brand Sitter Carroll everything they're wanting and all that stuff for this plan. So we don't want to take this lightly. This is a big deal for us, and I hope everyone takes it seriously, and I hope we get a lot of people to show up. So, spread the word. Thank you.
Building and Zoning Administrator, anything to report?
Nothing to report, thank you.
City Engineer, anything to report?
Nothing to report. Thank you.
City Planner, anything to report?
Yes, just want to thank you for the 2 ordinance readings tonight. We are very excited that the comprehensive plan is adopted and appreciate all of your help and cooperation throughout the process. And we are very excited to see the city's future progression with it. So thank you again. That's all I have.
City Manager, anything further to report?
I have no items, Mayor. Thank you.
Law Director, anything further to report?
No, Mayor, thank you.
Acting Finance Director, anything further to report?
I have nothing, thank you.
Clerk of Council, anything to report?
I have nothing. Thank you, Mayor.
Miss Allen, anything to report?
I'd just like to congratulate the police department on another successful National Night Out. A crowd of people there, and everyone seemed to be enjoying it.
Ms. Marcus, anything to report?
Just that I did see that item on Facebook today. I saw 2 of them having to do with our Parks and Rec Department, and I shared both of them to the 2 Moraine groups that I belong to. I have, thank you.
Ms. Witt, anything to report?
Also, I'd like to say thanks for a great national night out. It seems to get bigger every year and better. And I'd also like to thank Streets, Parks, or the police department, whoever gave council prime parking, we appreciate it. We always appreciate having our spots where we don't have to find a place to park. So thank you.
Mr. Dougherty, anything to report?
Just that I attended the National Night Out, and it was a good time. Appreciate the police department and all the other departments that were involved in making that happen, and excited for the next one.
Mr. Miller, anything to report?
Same thing, Chief and all the departments. Great job, great event. The rain held off, and it was a wonderful evening. And also, a marine thank you to Joe McKenzie at MVCC. I don't know if you're aware of it, but after 25 years of work for MVCC, he's moved on and is going to be a teacher in the Springboro High School district. And he was a municipal producer and focused mainly on Springboro, Kettering, and Moraine shows. I know him and I lost track counting. We did over 225 shows together through the years, and he was great to work with. And I appreciate all he's done to promote our city.
Mr. Burchett, anything to
Yes,
report?
I want to thank everyone for the National Night Out. It was really nice. I had a good time.
Okay, and I would like to read something. We would like to recognize Joe McKenzie, who has been with the Moraine Valley Communications Council for 25 years. In 1999, he was hired as a production tech, and in 2007 advanced to the role of government producer. His talents have primarily focused on the cities of Springboro and Moraine. He has produced numerous shows for the city, like Profile Moraine, Let's Talk Moraine, and the Moraine Rec Update. He has received numerous Philo T. Farnsworth Awards for excellence and community program. Joe McKenzie is leaving MVCC in August for a newly created broadcast communications teaching position with Springboro High School. He will be missed, and we wish him the best of luck. And I would also like to put in my congratulations on a great night that we had. I mean, it was really hot, but I think all the kids had the most fun. The balloons with the police department, sliding down the hill. And I will say, it does get bigger and better every single year, but I think everyone has enjoyed it. And I'd like to thank every department that was involved, because I know the whole city was involved. So thank you all for all of your time and effort. And now I would like to take this time. I would like to thank the Miami Valley Communications Council for broadcasting this meeting live, as well as any future rebroadcast. This regular council meeting is adjourned at 6:28.